All right, let's talk about money. Today, we're going to put your finances under the microscope. We're demystifying one of the most powerful tools you have for building wealth and honestly just cutting down on stress, tracking your expenses. We're going to see how you can gain total financial control starting right now.
It's that question, isn't it? The one we've all asked ourselves, staring at a bank balance that just doesn't seem right. You know you got paid, you know you spent money, but where did it all go? The details are a complete fog. You are definitely not alone in this, but there is a way to clear that fog for good.
And this, right here, is the core idea we're digging into today. This isn't about being restrictive, it's about empowerment. See, real financial control doesn't come from guessing, it comes from knowing. And that awareness, well, that's the absolute first step. So first up, let's tackle what we'll call the money mystery, that feeling that your hard-earned cash just kind of vanishes into thin air. The good news? It's a mystery with a very, very clear solution. Okay, so why is tracking the key that unlocks this whole mystery? It's because it fundamentally changes your relationship with money. You go from being passive to being active. You're in the driver's seat. When you get right down to it, tracking gives you three game-changing benefits. First, just pure awareness. You finally see exactly where every single dollar is going. No more guessing. Second, you get control. This means you can make smarter choices, which, let me tell you, dramatically cuts down on financial anxiety. And third, you can finally measure your progress toward the stuff that really matters to you, whether that's a dream vacation or just paying off some debt. Let's use a classic example. $5. For a lot of us, that's a daily coffee. Seems pretty small, right? Insignificant even. Just a little treat to get you through the day. But look at this. That $5 daily habit adds up to almost $1,800 a year. Whoa. This is the power of tracking. It shows you the massive impact of those small, repeated expenses that otherwise just fly completely under the radar. Okay, so you're convinced it's important, but how do you actually, do it? Let's get super practical with a simple 3-step system that absolutely anyone can follow. First things first, you've got to choose your tool. And listen, there is no single perfect method here. The best tool is just the one you'll actually use. Seriously, don't overthink this part. Just pick one and get started. So here's a quick breakdown of your main options. A simple notebook is awesome if you want to go low-tech. The downside? It's all manual. A spreadsheet is great if you love to organize things your way and customize everything. And then there's an app, which is definitely the fastest, most automated option, though some might have a small cost. Just pick what fits your personality best. Okay, once you're actually recording your spending, the next step is to categorize it. This is what turns a long, boring list of transactions into powerful, actionable insight. It's the difference between having a bunch of raw data and having real knowledge. This part is key. So, a typical breakdown might look something like this. You've got your fixed expenses, think rent or mortgage, then your variable expenses, like groceries and entertainment, and then, really important, categories for your goals, like savings and debt payments. Honestly, just seeing your money divided up like this is often a huge aha moment for people. And here's where the magic really happens. Without insight, you just see, oh, I spent $250 on dining out. But with insight, you can spot that as a spending leak, maybe cut back by just $50 and instantly redirect that cash straight to your savings goal. You're giving every single dollar a job to do. Now, let's be super clear about something. Tracking your expenses is totally pointless if you never actually look at the data. The final non-negotiable step is setting aside a little time to review what you've tracked. This is where you connect the dots and make your next move. And it doesn't have to be complicated at all. Just pick one day a month, spend 15 minutes tops adding up your category totals and comparing them to your goals. Ask yourself, am I overspending somewhere? Any surprises? This simple little review is what keeps you on course, and it's a foundation for everything else, like building a real budget using a framework like the 50-30-20 rule. All right, let's talk about the hardest part, consistency. Starting is easy, right? But making this a real, lasting habit is the true challenge. So here are a few simple ways to make it stick. First, just commit to 5 minutes a day. That's it. Next, keep your receipts, or at least jot down cash purchases so you don't forget them. Then, set a daily reminder on your phone. Do it right now. Do it until it becomes totally automatic. And maybe most important of all, keep your system simple.
If it's too complicated, you're just going to abandon it.
And please remember this. You are going to miss a day. You might even miss a few days. That is not failure. What matters is that you just get right back on track. Like it says on the screen, consistency will always, always beat perfection. So let's bring this all together. What we've laid out here is a really clear path to financial control. It's a journey from one state of mind to a completely different, much more empowered one. This is the transformation we're talking about. You move from that financial fog of not really knowing where your money's going to the crystal clarity of being in complete control. You become the one directing your money, not the other way around. So, I'll leave you with this question. Don't wait for the first of the month or for New Year's. Start right now. What is the very first purchase you will track today to begin your journey to financial clarity?